Alright, welcome guys. I'm going to do a little bit more tech here. I'm going to show you guys a little bit about r.mika here. So one of the problems with r.mika is that this move is really good. It gets her in, it's +2 on block. That is of course her fully charged drop kick. Very, very useful move because, like I said, gets you in, it's hit confirmable if it connects. It can also, it gets you in, it goes very far. Problem with this move, however, is that pretty much, that's not a good button. There we go, strong. If you see it, it's really easy to stop. No, apparently not for me. But, you know, if you really want to, it's like once you get used to the timing, it's very easy to stop. And it takes a long time, it's very telegraphed, so I can just sit here and do stuff like that. Very easy to beat. Now, obviously, if it hits and gets a crush counter, it's very good. So the problem with this is that you cannot abuse this move. You have to use it as carefully as possible. Now, how are you going to do that? Well, the biggest problem right now that most people are doing with this move is this. They're playing r.mika like this, doing the foot thing, and they try to get in with a charged roundhouse. Oh, I'm getting in. Boom. The problem is that r.mika has a very, very, very obvious visual cue. Is that she crouches, and then she goes into that animation. And she goes into that animation while standing. So you're sitting here walking back and forth, like doing all this stuff like this, and then all coming. Time to smack her because you know the timing. As soon as you see that, you can punch her every time. Zangief can parry it, kill her. Ryu can parry it, kill her. Bison can parry it, kill her. Chun-Li can low profile it with low forward kick and kill her, etc., etc. It's not actually as good as it seemed like at first. So what actually turns out to be is, how do you use this move properly? Well, there's a lot of situations where if you don't see the opponent quick rise, this is the obvious solution. If you do not see the opponent quick rise, for example, you do something like this, and you see they don't quick rise, then it becomes... So that's definitely one very useful situation. So, but a lot of people, like I said, that's pretty obvious when they don't have a good wake up. But the problem is that doesn't help my neutral game here. That doesn't help my neutral game at all in this situation because it's super obvious when it comes out. So, how do I make this a little bit more effective? How do I hide this a little better? Now, the best way you're going to be able to do this is you're going to have to learn to crouch with r.mika in your footsies. Because this is very easy to see because she's crouching. But if you throw in the crouches like this, it actually makes it a little bit harder to tell when she's actually doing it. Because you can't just react to her crouching anymore. So, you know, you can actually try to surprise people with that, for example. So they, and then you can dash in there and grab them when they realize that, oh, guess what? You're not actually doing the drop kick, so I'm not going to touch a button, and then their mind is preoccupied with that. So that's actually a really good situation here to learn how to mitigate it. Another one that's actually really good is what you want to try to learn to do is you can actually go into drop kick from crouch. If you learn to let go of the controller and hit the roundhouse button at the same time, like that. Now there's actually no visual cue that I'm crouching into it. So basically if I walk over here and I crouch and then I let go, it's harder to see. Like that. So I can actually crouch a little bit, and in fact you can even hide it in crouching moves like that. So you barely see any charge at all. So it's actually really, really... It makes it trickier. It makes it trickier. You saw the first time I was trying to counter r.mika, if I don't actually know the timing. And in fact, someone tweeted this video out earlier today, so I'm totally jacking this video. But let's go ahead and do this really quick. I'm going to record this one like this. I'm just going to walk back and forth like this, right? Well, let's start again. Walk back and forth like this. This one, I'm going to crouch like this every once in a while. So I'm gonna crouch like this. On this one, I'm going to just record drop kick. On this one, I'm going to record, whoops, let's do that again. Walking around, and then from a crouching drop kick, and then from this one, I'm just gonna walk, crouch, and then drop kick, like so. So now, if I go to playback and turn them all on, let's see how easy I can counter this now. So you can still counter it if you're very careful. Alright, so still good stuff here. Oh, wow, I guess my reactions are better than I thought. Oh, she's not crouching enough is what it is. Okay. So it's enough to kind of throw the opponent off a little bit. You really have to be watching. But here's the trick. So while it looks like it's bad because I'm like, okay, I see it every time and I can actually punish it. Like this. So I can punish it. Like that. But the whole trick of Street Fighter is that I'm only looking out for that one thing. That's the only thing that I'm doing. So that's the only thing I have to be worried about. So if I go back, for example, and change, let's do one again. Like, let's change 1 to crouching like this. Let's change number 2 to drop kick right away. Let's change number 3 to crouch, 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 dash forward, attack. Let's change number 4 to walk, walk, jump, and punch. And let's change number 5 to doing this, dash up, command throw. Now if I'm trying to deal with all of these things, come on, let's do this, they're all on. Now if I'm trying to be able to anti-air, if I want to anti-air with towards fierce, for example, and stop her from dashing in, and stopping her from command throwing, I can't. You see, all of a sudden, this becomes so much harder. Like, because if all I'm looking for is that drop kick, I'm going to get hit by jump, or get hit by dash. So now I'm looking for the dash, and I got hit by the drop kick, and then I just got command thrown all of a sudden. And then she jumps in on me because I'm concentrating so much on that. However, if you play Mika and all you do with the drop kick is just walk around back and forth and try to drop kick, it's so easy to see coming. It's so easy to punish. So that is what you want to do. You want to mix things up like this. You know, go like this and then hide the drop kick or use the opportunity to jump in because they're paying attention so much to that. Now the last thing, this is just a little bonus tip. So that's my general tip for using r.mika's Dropkick. Here's my tip for offline play. This is not going to work online. This is going to work offline. And this is the first time I'm actually going to set my controls to dead buttons. I have a dead button here. I'm going to drop kick this Mika. Oh, I didn't drop kick this Mika. A lot of the times when you play offline in tournaments and you don't realize it, one of the other things that's going to make it very obvious that you're doing a drop kick is that you do this. And you're sitting right next to your opponent. He can hear the button. He can hear the button, right? So if I just crouch and hit the dead button, whoops, that can actually throw off a lot of people. And what I'm going to do is dash forward and throw. And so even when I drop kick, I'm going to dash forward. Because it doesn't matter. It's not going to do anything. And then I can go into the combo. So if they hear this, they might think I'm faking it and try to stop that. And that's going to get me in for the free drop kick. Like that. So watch, I'll show you guys again. Oh, look at that. That time I faked the drop kick. So this is kind of a scumbag offline tactic. But these are things that you're going to have to learn if you want to play in competitive environments. I can crouch and fake my drop kick and then go, ha-ha, and then go for the drop kick. Dude, your opponent's going to be able to react to that. They're going to react to that every time. Whether they know it or not. Whether they know it or not, they're going to react to it. So you can actually do offline tactics and then get the throw in like that. So there you go. That's a little bit of tips on how to use Mika's drop kick properly. Very useful tool to get in. Very, very powerful stuff. One last thing I'll talk about. The drop kick. This is actually super important. This is very important because a lot of people have mentioned that this is unsafe. Is very unsafe. You can see how much earlier Mika, the dummy Mika, is jumping than my Mika. That means she has that much frame advantage over my Mika. Which means I'm -6 because I know that because of frame data. But that basically means that she can punish me. So that kind of weakens drop kick as well. If I actually do get in and they block it, and I try to confirm off of that, I'm gonna die because I did that. Now I'm punishable. One thing that you're really -5 according to Drecker. Sorry about that. One of the things that you're really gonna have to learn how to do with Mika is hit confirm drop kick. And it's very possible because it's pretty Link-like. It's not a cancel. It's pretty Link-like when it actually hits. The way that I want you to hit confirm it is imagine that it's gonna hit. Always imagine that it's gonna hit. But keep your finger on top of jab. So keep your finger on top of jab, but think that it's gonna hit. If you see it blocked, react to the block and immediately hit the button that's under your finger. So you have the least amount of time to react with what you need to do. If it hits, you can easily switch to light kick, medium punch, because in your brain you are expecting it to hit. Easy confirm, right? Easy confirm. But my finger is on top of jab, so I can jab instead. Easy confirm. Jab into, well, if I did my Potemkin Buster throw properly. Like so. So you really have to learn how to hit confirm this move. And it's completely possible. It's 100% doable. But like I said, see, that time I thought she was going to get hit. I honestly thought she was going to get hit. But because I put my finger on top of jab, my first reaction was to just hit a button. I was like, oh shoot, hit a button. But my finger's already on jab, so I hit the right button. So that's useful to learn about this drop kick as well. Don't do this every time, because if it's blocked, you're gonna die. So just learn to hit confirm. Whoops. Well, that's the first time I've missed it. So learn to hit confirm off of that. And go into the actual light kick target combo only on hit. And like I said, you have plenty of time to hit confirm it. That'll help you make your drop kick more effective. Okay, that's all my tips on the drop kick for r.mika. Hope you do find that useful. Remember, follow this YouTube channel, follow our Twitch, twitch.tv/UltraChenTV, youtube.com/UltraChenTV for more tips as they come.